Be, do, have. That is what you have to implement in your life. And this is something that I've discovered throughout my journey, is that there is no separation between you and quote unquote the person that is your future self, or is the person that gets the things done. There's no separation. And what I mean by be, do, have is be the person that you already think you are. Life's too short to not be that person, by the way. Remember that you only live once in this rotating planet. You're only here once, so might as well make the best out of it, right? So you have to be that person already. If you are, let's say, quote unquote, not a very social person, but you admire all these extroverts and all the people that talk, it's because you see yourself in that person. But they're just shining lights on what you are, but you don't believe it enough to actually be that person, because you keep telling yourself that you are not an extrovert, you're not social, etc., whatever. But you are, because why would you be admiring that person if you weren't? And that goes for everything in your life. I would admire good communicators, people who would get on stage, women who are so unapologetically themselves that they don't care to be judged. And they're so feminine and in their own power. I admire those women. And when I started realizing that's because that's who you want to be, etc., blah. And I know that's the same thing for you too. But the thing is, that's exactly who you are already. There's no separation. The only separation is that what we're putting in it and thinking we're not there yet, or that we're not that. When are you going to be that? When are you going to actually be that, instead of telling yourself, oh, I'm not there yet. Oh, it's just because that's not me. No, that's not true. For example, you want to be rich. So you think that in order to be rich, you need to have X, Y, and Z things in order to actually feel rich. No, you have to feel rich. You have to be rich now. You have to embody that reality right now in order to do the things to have that reality where you are rich. Who is to say that you're not rich in life right now? You have a roof over your head. You're watching this video, so you have internet. You're rich in life right now. What makes you any different from a person who has $1 billion in their account? The only difference is the zeros. But other than that, you are breathing, you have the same human vessel, the same eyes, ears. There's no separation. That's what I'm saying. There's no separation between you and the person that you think you need to become. It's already there. You are already that person. You just need to embody it. You need to feel it and embody it and be that person. There were so many times in my life that I was dimming down my lights. I was shrinking to not make other people feel less than. Was that beneficial to me? No, that was not beneficial to me, because that was not helping them in any way. That was actually being selfish, because I wanted to make them feel equal. But in order to shine that light that I say that you admire in other people, they wouldn't be able to do that. They wouldn't be able to see that for themselves. So that's actually selfish of me to do that. And I stopped doing that. I stopped letting my own light be dimmed. I stopped letting society dim my light. I stopped letting circumstances try to dim my light. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I did have society trying to dim, and it was hard because I had to work on these things. And yes, it's easy for me to say now because I've went through the journey and I've embodied it. There's no separation at all. It's all in our heads. That's all you have to remember. Master your mind. Master the reality that you live in, because you are a creation and you can create the life that you want. It is not impossible. It is true. It's all about the consciousness that you have in order to expand and be in that reality, if you're willing to. Because if you're not and you don't have the right consciousness, to be honest, this video is not for you. My channel is not for you. I'm sorry. I don't know. It's not going to click to you what I'm saying, because this is for a specific type of person. It takes a lot of inner discipline, a lot of inner strength, a lot of self-love, a lot of mental rewiring, a lot of self-concept, and most importantly, consciousness. If you are aware, this won't be hard for you. It won't be hard for you at all. It will click for you so easily, because that's what it was for me. That was my journey. My journey literally took me for like, I wouldn't say forever. Okay, it felt like forever, but it wasn't forever. I was just refusing to actually listen to it in the beginning because I wasn't consciously aware. And then once I started being aware is when things started to unfold and unravel. And yes, moments will feel like, oh my God, it's not happening. But everything you say, everything that you ask for is given to you, is received, is listened to, and will be given to you. It's up to you and your capacity of receiving in order for you to know, in order for you to see it right away. Because if you're asking for certain things and you're not able to receive them, you're not going to get it, or you're just going to delay it. And sometimes it could take time because it takes you a little bit longer to receive. But if you master that, and the way you master it also is being aware of your emotions. Your emotions are literally signals. When you are feeling sad, angry, guilt, shame, whatever of the negative emotions, that is your indicator to know that you are out of line of your receiving, out of your source energy, out of your reciprocation in order to receive. That should be your indicator, and that should help you come back to the state where you are reciprocal to receiving their manifestation, reciprocal to happiness, joy, fulfillment, everything that lights you up, everything that brings you back to who you are. That is when you know you are in the right place. But anything that feels the opposite from that should be the indicator of you're not in the right place, and that's your signals going off, letting you know, hey, what's going on? Let's get out of this and work through it. Emotions are so helpful throughout this journey, and they can suck sometimes because some of them are not so great. But when you start realizing that when you're feeling sad or when you're feeling angry, that means you're out of alignment. So get out of that state, go to the other state to receive the things that you want quicker. Trust me on this, how that will change everything for you. It's that simple. We came on this earth to be happy, joyful, receive everything that we want to receive. It's only us that we get in the way, and society and other people that get in the way and put their limitations to think that we cannot get that, because they don't believe in themselves. So that's what I'm saying. Rewire your mind, internalize the new belief that you want to have in this for this lifetime, and implement it. Be so rooted in your values, in what you believe, and things are going to shift that quickly for you. And even if you think they're not, they are, because you asked for something, and because you don't see it right now, it's still unfolding. Because that was the case for me. It was still unfolding for me to get to this place. I was like, oh my God, why is it not coming? I see it clearly now because I couldn't see it clearly then. And it will always unfold no matter what. So stop waiting to actually be the person that you really are, and start believing that you are that person already. Start being that person. Start acting like that person. Be the person you actually are, and don't wait any longer. Bye.